Tara and Andy's film reviews on OurGamers.co.uk.
Hi everyone, welcome back to a film review. Tara Malik here with my trusty sidekick.
Hello everyone, it's me, Andy Baines.
And this time we're going to talk about Pitch Perfect 3, classified 12A. They have decided to bring out a third film.
Bum, bum, bum.
A third one. Director is Trish Sie. You've got in this one Hana, Kendrick, Rebel Wilson, Brittany Snow, and of course a few more faces in this too. The genre is comedy music, and the running time is a bit short for a grown-up film. It's like an hour and 33 minutes.
Is it really a grown-up film? I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, it's just like normally kids' films are like an hour and a half because of like attention span. But anyway, yeah, so that's that one. What's this film going to be all about? Well, following their win at the World Championship, the now separated Bellas reunite for one last singing competition at an overseas USO tour, but face a group who uses both instruments and voices. And it's supposed to be a cappella. They just broke the rules in this one, didn't they? What are you thinking?
It wasn't a cappella one this time, though, was it? The competition.
That's
was
what I
just
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole Pitch Perfect came about because it's...
For a moment, then I thought that's something I completely missed in the plot.
A cappella.
Carry on.
No, but the whole thing all stemmed from it being a cappella, and this one they like just chucked it out the window and said, forget it, we'll just add instruments like every other musician and artist and whatever, and let's just make a girl band. But anyway, story and script is the first section. Andy, what have you got?
It was a little far-fetched.
It wasn't
too predictable.
Do you know what? The intro, I was like, what am I watching?
Yes, I thought it was a dream or something.
Yeah, I thought so.
It was wasn't predictable in my eyes. I didn't.
No,
what I thought was going to happen didn't happen, vice versa. It did make people laugh a bit, so it done its job. Yeah.
It's a little bit mixed. There are a couple of people I've spoken to who think the film's brilliant. I wouldn't class it as brilliant. No, I wouldn't. It's entertaining, for sure. Music, it's all right again. But going back to story and script, again, as I said, it was such a weird start, but thankfully it gets explained and makes sense by the end of the film, although it is
it's still a bit far-fetched.
Extremely far-fetched. Exactly. The whole thing, bizarre. There were funny lines here and there, not as an overall thing, though. It wasn't consistent. And... I wrote, that explains that. I don't know what that was for.
Plot twist.
But yeah, good entertainment, but not the strongest Pitch Perfect film at all.
No, I'd agree. I think I've got a note on the randoms.
Okay, cast and characters. Here we go again. Why so much awkwardness? Just why?
You can't deal with awkwardness, can you?
I can't. Maybe because I'm awkward enough and like seeing... it reflected on other people. I'm like, just don't do it to yourself.
The characters had giggles at the traits of the characters, so they had to be that way, I'm guessing. Really, the characters, them. I don't think there's any real new important ones in this. I think they're all the cast from the previous films. Yeah. And they were fine. Yeah. But I got to say one thing though. Yeah. Well, back in the first Pitch Perfect film, they obviously picked the right people for these jobs because they haven't really changed the characters, have they, between the three films? They've added one or two here or there, and they've got rid of one of the guys or the two guys from the first one and whatnot. But they've obviously made a good choice back there with the cast. Mm-hmm.
Fat Amy has her moment in this one, and it is more centred around that particular character, I find.
One of the sort of stories or one of the things going on. One
of the main sort of things going throughout the film is kind of revolving around her. So how I would see it is that this film is more about that particular character.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So,
which is probably why it's not a good Pitch Perfect film.
Maybe.
It's because it's mainly revolved around one of them.
Yeah. And again, it's like, we knew it was going to be like a song contest or something like that again, but I don't know.
That was on the back burner compared to the rest of it.
Exactly. Exactly. And music and soundtrack, to be honest, that's obviously what the film's supposed to be all about.
Yes, that is the main draw of the film.
Yeah, and I did love it. I can't wait to get it. And however, I did feel the peak moment song at the end felt very anticlimactic and didn't give me goosebumps. It's not even that memorable.
I'll agree with that. I think I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the one. It's the one right at the.
I did enjoy. There was you mentioned in the instruments and stuff. There was a mashup that we've seen in the trailer, where it's like the different bands and all their different sort of genres and stuff all coming together and doing a mashup or a riff off as it was. But I did enjoy that.
There were some great music moments in this, but it wasn't anything like the first film. I mean, the Cup song, and you've got certain things in there, they proper stand out. The second film, you've got the German band, and like those songs are in my head for life. Like, and they're so good. Like their versions.
If you hear the original, you think of them.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I always want to start singing it, that like their remix version. Yeah. Exactly. But this film, nothing really proper memorable stands out. They had
good songs, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it just wasn't as strong, I find. Yeah. So I think that's kind of it. I don't really have any more categories for this film. That's, story was okay. Cast was okay. Soundtrack was okay. So, score?
Well, I was debating a 5-6. I'm probably going to go for a 5. It wasn't. It's not bad because the soundtrack is okay. But I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as the previous Pitch Perfect. I was looking forward to this one a little bit just because of the soundtrack is what makes the film, and I do love soundtracks in films, that.
And like, especially with the sequel, like the Pitch Perfect 2 did pretty well as well. So I thought, maybe they can carry that on, but it did kind of go down a bit on this one. So, and I have a 6. Talking about it, I am debating a 5, but I can't really choose right now. So I might just stick with a 6 then. Okay. But it's a very, very, very low 6. Like one false move and you're going to fall into 5. That's it.
So it's a 6.
It's a low 6. Yeah, it's just a 6. The rate it's gotten is a 6.2, so sort of average. Maybe a bit high for it, really, but yeah, it didn't, rock my boat or tickle my fancy.
It's a shame. We've known the characters for a couple films now. It's a shame that, assuming this may be the last one, it's a shame that this is the night they went out on. No.
Oh, see what we did there.
Wasn't intentional.
And I think some of the character choices were weird. Some, considering how far they've gone, some characters didn't seem to develop enough by now.
Yeah.
And with other characters, it was such a flip and twist and weird. It's just, what? So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I was left a little confused. I won't mind to eventually at some point get the soundtrack, but it's not a must right now in my life. And I think that's it.
Fair enough.
Right. Okie dokie. Well, hope you enjoyed. And we'll be back soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks to Cineworld Festival Leisure Park Basildon for the best experience around.